बैक टू दिस चैनल। आज की वीडियो में हम लोग वापस से इंटरव्यू प्रिपरेशन सीरीज़ के ऊपर ही कंटिन्यू करेंगे HTML CSS पे बेसिकली। ठीक है, सो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन जो हम लोग पिक कर रहे हैं दैट इज़ व्हाट इज़ डॉक टाइप HTML। वन वो क्वेश्चन हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे विच इज़ स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ अ HTML डॉक्यूमेंट। ठीक है, सो जो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन हम लोग ले रहे हैं वो है व्हाट इज़ डॉक टाइप HTML। सो इफ समवन विल आस्क मी इन द इंटरव्यू व्हाट इज़ डॉक टाइप HTML, माई फर्स्ट इंस्टेंस एंड response would be like I provide this statement at the top of my HTML file so that the browser can understand that it is a HTML5 document. Okay, so HTML5 document. I do not want to write down each and every single statement I'm saying over here as an answer, okay, but I am writing down little bit small points so that you can remember it, okay, that if this question comes up then how you need to answer. Okay, so for example, if this question is coming up, how you are supposed to say that what is doctype HTML, why do we add this inside our file. So we are supposed to answer like this is a statement, it is not even a HTML tag. One more important point, not a HTML tag. Okay, it is not a HTML tag. This needs to be highlighted that it is not a HTML tag. We just write this statement at the top of our HTML file so that the browser where this file is going to get executed, the browser can understand that the coming file, that the coming HTML file is basically based out of HTML5. Okay, so why do we have to tell the browser about like this document or this specific file is of HTML5? Because in HTML5 we have few tags which the browser needs to be well aware of, okay, so that the browser can understand and based on that it can compile the document properly. So it is very important. So if it is not a tag, then what exactly it is? It is basically a directive. We call it that it is a directive. We add this at the top of our HTML file so that the browser can understand that it is a HTML5 document. Okay, it is not mandatory, but yeah, if you are adding it, it would be a good thing to write down inside your document. But yes, specifically after when we have got introduced with HTML5, now it is some sort of a mandatory thing only to make sure that you are adding it inside our file so that the browser can understand that this is a HTML5 document. Okay, all right. Next question, what is the structure of a HTML document? The structure of a HTML document is that the first line that we will be writing inside our file would be a doc type. Doc type we will write down. Next would be we will divide our entire HTML document into two sections. First section would be based on your head, which basically provides information about your HTML document. Okay, second would comes as your body, which is basically the information about the web page that you are creating or like the content that your web page is having. Okay, so first section that you're having, which is your head tag. So I'll be having HTML over here, then I'll be having head, okay, so on, and then I'll be having body over here, and then closing body, closing head, here 2 lines, and then closing HTML. Okay, so this specific area, it is basically content of a web page. So there are two sections of the entire HTML document. That first section is that the content of first section is that we add a directive which basically explains that this file is basically a HTML5 document. Okay, second section that we are having is like then the entire file is wrapped with the HTML tag, inside which we are having two sections. First section is basically our head section, which provides the information about our HTML document, okay, the file that we are creating. Okay, so how and what do you mean by providing the information? Which means we will be adding meta tags over here. Okay, like we add meta tags of character set, we add meta tags for responsive web applications, these things we do. We add link tag over here to connect our CSS files over here. So these all things are basically information about our HTML document. Okay, so whenever we want to add any information about our HTML document, we will make sure we will be adding that inside our head tag. If you want to add any content of the web page, we will be adding that inside our body tag. Okay, so all the h1 tags, paragraph, image, anchor, link, list, form tag, input tag, anything that you are having, so each and every single content will be going inside your body tag. So that's it about these questions. I'll just do a recap quickly, so that like initially I would prefer to explain the questions more. Let's do a recap, and I'll just quickly just shoot the answer, like what you have to give as an answer about these two questions. Okay, so question is, what is doctype HTML? Doctype HTML is a directive. It is not even a HTML tag. We add this statement at the top of our HTML file so that the browser can understand that this HTML document is a HTML5 document. Okay, why do we have to tell this to our browser? Because we need to make sure that the browser understands that this document is HTML5, because it will be containing few tags which has come up and introduced in HTML5, so that the browser can basically compile them accordingly. Okay, because HTML4, till HTML4 we did not have this directive, but after HTML5 introduction we had to add this. So basically all the new tags which was introduced in HTML5, they can be properly compiled by the browser. That is why we have this directive added inside our HTML document. Okay, next question is structure of the HTML document. So basically any HTML file that we are having would be having an extension .html. Inside the file we will be having, at the first line we will be defining the type of our document by writing down this directive doctype HTML. Then our entire file would be wrapped with one single tag, that would be HTML tag, opening tag, closing tag. Inside this we are having two sections. First is head tag, then is body tag. Inside the head tag we basically provide the information about our web page, like we add meta tags. These meta tags can be which defines the character set of the document. It can be define the properties about like what if your application is a responsive application or not. Then it could be like you're adding some CSS files, you're linking some CSS files with this HTML file, so we can add those values also inside this, those meta tags and link tag also inside the head tag. So head tag basically provides the information about web page. Body tag basically provides the content about the web page. Okay, so whatever heading tag you're having, image, paragraph, any kind of content which basically will be displayed as a content on your website, data will be displayed as a content on your website, that will always come inside your body tag. So that's it about these two questions. I really hope that I'm able to help with this structure, the way of explaining things. Please, it's a request that I'm asking to all of you as a viewer, that like if you want me to make any changes in any of the videos, like how I'm creating these videos, okay, like, so please mention in the comments if you like it. If you like the way how I'm explaining, then I'll continue in this way only. So please mention that also. Okay, I'm not asking for anything else. I'm just asking as a feedback so that I can improve myself, because I'm really putting my efforts into it. So I really want to make sure that they are actually going into the correct place or not. ओके मतलब मैं मेहनत कर रही हूँ, तो मैं जानना चाहती हूँ कि मैं सही से मेहनत कर भी रही हूँ या नहीं कर रही हूँ. लाइक आई जस्ट वांट टू मेक श्योर कि आप लोगों को इस चीज़ से क्लैरिटी हो रही है, आप इससे कुछ सीख पा रहे हो या नहीं, या फिर शुड आई चेंज समथिंग. तो अगर आप सीख रहे हो, मेक श्योर यू लेट मी नो. अगर आप नहीं सीख रहे हो, यू वांट समथिंग एल्स फॉर मी टू चेंज, तो वो भी बता दो, जिससे वो चीज़ को चेंज करके हम लोग कुछ बेटर कर सकें. ओके, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग. हैव अ गुड डे.